All right, welcome along to Queenstown Ice Rink for the NZWIHL final game of the regular season for the Wakatipu Wild against the Dunedin Thunder. We're looking forward to the national championship on the 26th, 27th of this month down in Dunedin. My name's Bill Falcone, and I'm joined in the box here with on cameras Molly Kennedy and our audiovisual specialist Anthony Mitchell. So we'll be with you for the next couple hours, and we'll start to go through some of the lineups, some information before the game. Got a few shout outs today, so we'll start off with the Dunedin Thunder. Few changes on the starting lineup. In forward position, number 10, Leah Mullender. 26 forward, Cameron Linton. And number 24, also forward, Felicia Goyley. On defense, Sophie Sam, number 2. And also Lydia Hortop-Blair, number 27. Yeah, unfortunately, Rebecca Lilly has had an injury and will not be playing tonight, but hopefully she'll be back for the national championship. And Dunedin Thunder in goal, had a terrific game last night, is Lucy Thomas. So, have a few shout-outs now to the sponsors for the Dunedin Thunder. We have Swamp Frog Environmental and Tree Consultants, Otago Dental Service, Got You, Kia Photos, A New Physiotherapy, Southern Gynecology, and Calder Stewart. So very important for the sponsors in this league. For the women get individual sponsors. There's also team sponsors. So now we're going to go over to the Wakatipu Wild. So starting at center, the captain for the Wild, number 22, Kelly Nelson. And we have a shout out to her parents celebrating the 4th of July right now. Lino Lakes, Minnesota. Gary and Sally, so hopefully you're tuning in. Happy 4th of July. So another forward is Judy Heel, number 8. And they've made some changes on theirs too. So Kristen Wime, number 5, will be on the other wing. On defense, number 32, Caitlin Hollier. Caitlin will be receiving her 50th game award for the NZWIHL this evening. So the 50th game. Also number 92, Gracie Helmwick, will be joining her on defense. And in goal, after a great game last night, Jordan Wishman, number 25. So we also have the sponsors list for the Wakatipu Wild. Of course, we have Chris and Nate at Upholstery Workshop, Glenda Drive. Proud supporters of the Wakatipu Wild. Also Partners in Grime, Sign It Signs, Mountain Scene. Also we have Industrial Fitness, Bunker Street Film Company, James Allen Photography, Craig's Investments, second season as a sponsor for the Wakatipu Wild, Enigma Hockey and Equipment, supporter since day one, high quality professional gear for the ladies, and Sky City Casino, second year team sponsor of the Wild. Put the women on the back of the bus around town. So they had great advertising on the back of the local buses. Also, we have Otautahi Tattoo Queenstown. The Locker Room Bar and Grill. Lil Flick Fireworks, along with Bad Boy Fireworks for your Guy Fawkes retail needs. Queenstown Health for looking after the girls during the season of trainings, games, and on the road. And Golden Homes, their generous support of trainings, gear, team needs from day one, allowing women to play. If you're looking for a new career, they're setting up pathways for women in the building industry. Check them out, Golden Homes. All right, also have shout out to, once again, to Polly Bennett. She's over at high school in, I believe it's Ontario. And it's Fort Erie International Academy. Her coaches, Carly and Pete. And also import, another one from Minnesota. So her parents also be celebrating the 4th of July. Kelly Burstein, that's Howingale, Minnesota. Hopefully Kelly's parents and both the Kellys, Burstein and Nelson's parents, from Minnesota, so I guess they'd be Philadelphia Eagles fans. They'll be throwing stuff at the TV now, I'm sure of it. So the officials for tonight's game, same as last night. So the referee, Ashley Watson. On the lines, Adam Nagy and Aaron Chisholm. So right now they're just announcing Caitlin Hollier's 50th game award for the NZWIHL. Yeah, she's just 20 years old this year, and so, you know, it's pretty amazing when you think that they have, well, up until this season, they would play each team twice. Now they play them 4 times, each team, so it's three other teams, so you're looking at 6 games plus 2, so 8 games a year. And this year it's picked up. So yeah, pretty amazing at 20 years old to be getting 50 games already. So long may she stay healthy and in the league, and many more years with the Ice Ferns and also the Wakatipu Wild. Let's see what her fun facts are. She's played hockey in 7 countries. Currently a ski instructor, loves it. And will go to Canada for their winter to continue it. And has 11 piercings. All right, we're underway. The Wild win it. Wime takes it down the left side, but broken up by Linton, who pushes it back to Sam. Sam has it, outlet pass to Mullender. Takes it down the left side into the zone. Trips going in. Holly will pick it up behind the net. Pushes it back, intercepted nicely, but she gets it back, wraps it up the side. It's pushed out and into neutral ice. Nelson's going to battle for it, but Sam will get there first. And Nelson, good job there. Has some help in front of the net. Gets it to Wime. Centering pass, nobody there. Hollier now has it. It's pushed in by Boniface. Behind the net, wrapped around. Oh, kept in. Boniface hesitated there. Mullender came around. It's going down the left side. Tried to muscle in, but broken up nicely there. Tries a wraparound backhand, and Wishman gets on top of it. So we'll get a stoppage of play. Yeah, against Christchurch, the Wild did a great job of being aggressive on the line and boxing it in, and you could see the hesitation there with Boniface, and that moment hesitation cost him. So Wild gets the face off, pushes it up the side and gets it out, gets across to Clark. Good to see Lydia out there. And nice job keeping it in there by Orr, but it now comes out into the neutral zone and now pushed in. Cross will pick it up in the opposite corner, start to skate out, gets it into neutral ice. Up to Hayward, but pass is broken up nicely by Orr, and it jumps out of play for a stoppage with 18:23 left in the first period. So Wakatipu wins it, gets it to neutral, and then Hurtop Blair dumps it in behind the net. Hollier will skate it out. And is going to take it down the right side. Gets around Hurtop Blair, but then Harris picks it up. She'll take it behind her own net and start to skate it. Broken up nicely, I believe, by... that was Kemp. Now centering pass. Nobody there, and Milikovic will bring it out. MVP of last night's game. And I believe that's Ryle will pick it up, puts it back to the point. Cross will get a nice slap shot. And hit Jordan Wishman. Didn't look like she saw it until the very last minute. Hit her square in the chest, dropped down in front of her feet, and she was able to get on top of it before Dunedin got a rebound. So Dunedin is definitely keeping pressure on here, and last night, unfortunately, they had no puck luck at all in front of the net. So let's see if they can change their fortunes tonight. So it's pushed up the side to Heel. She pushes it back around the boards. Go in, I think that's Boniface down there trying to push it up. And they're just going back and forth. Now it's centered out, gets out. Heel has it, up to Nelson. Nelson down the left side. He's going to get a shot. Oh, beat the goalie, but hit the post. Beautiful, and comes out to Heel. Heel in front, backhander, pad save by Thomas. And now it's pushed in Kelly. Nelson has it down in the corner, trying to, now dumps it back to Heel behind the goal line. And now Mullender has it. She's going to take it out. Backhand pass to Goyley. Goyley will take it down the right side, dumps it. Dunedin crashes onto it. Goodman gets to it, pushes it behind the net. Good pressure there, but Boniface comes away with it. Good job by Hurtop Blair to keep that in the zone. And a little bit good play here by Dunedin, a little bit sloppy. Vernal centering pass. Oh, beautiful. Hayward had a beautiful one-time in front of the net, but didn't get it. Broken up nicely, but can't get out, and now it's pushed into neutral ice. Bursty keeping the pressure on. It's up to Hayward. Hayward's going to, oh, good stick check there. I think that was Hollier that did that. Yep. Comes back. Rebound. Not sure if there's a broken stick or just a drop stick in front of the net. Kept out. We're on a delay off sides. And now Hollier will have it down the left side. She's going to dump it. Clark will chase it in the corner. Mills to Burstein. Burstein centering pass. And this will go for icing. Hollier just gets there. So end-to-end play here at the end of this stoppage. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting game because Dunedin's definitely keeping the pressure on. So they win the face-off. Cross has it down in the corner. She pushes it up into neutral ice. Boniface has it. Dumps it forward. Back into the zone. Overskated by Cross. Good job. And a quick shot there by Kemp. And now it's pushed up into neutral ice. And not sure if that's Ryle or Linton. Dumps it behind the net to Anderson. Now Villakovic, centering pass, bounces around, can't get anything. Goes up the side, able to be tipped out by Strain into neutral ice, and then Kemp keeps it going. Now Power has it crossing center ice down the right side, dumps it. Dunedin will get a partial line change with that. And they push it all the way back to their zone. Sam will start out in her own zone. Pushes it up to Linton. Linton takes it into the zone. It's broken up, wrapped around behind the boards, up the side. Good outlet pass there. This could be icing. And it will be as Sam gets there first. So there's a pass and chip and just a little bit too far. Couldn't catch up with it. So we'll get a face-off back in the Wakatipu zone. 14-11 left in the first period. Dunedin actually won that face-off. Backhand shot went right across the crease. Now centering pass up top of the slot. Now back to the side. Knocked down nicely by Heel. Nelson will have it in her own zone. Outlet pass too far. This will be icing again. And with the hybrid icing, poor top Blair got to the face-off center circle first. So they blew it, even though it looked like Caitlin Hill was going to get, or Judy was going to get there first. So Dunedin wins the face-off, back to Power at the point. Cross ice, dumps it to the opposite corner, but nobody there to pick it up. They do a nice job trying to keep it in, but now it comes out. Could have been a hand pass there, but here's Nelson. No support as Wakatipu doing a line change. And now Nelson will head off too. Dunedin outlets. Overskated. Wow, Burstein here is going to get an opportunity. Quick shot right in the breadbasket. Drops around, the puck's free. She gets taken out by a sliding defense player. And now it's just in front of the net being batted around. Goes back far, and Helmrich will gather in her own zone. Dunedin gets a full line change. And the icing's waved off as I believe there's contact from Hollier on the puck. Burstein now has it. Ooh, big impact there between Linton and Helmrich. Nothing in it. Hollier has it behind her goal. And now Strain will take it up. And now Bennett has it, taking it right in the slot. 3 players around her, no support as of yet, but it's kept in nicely. Wrapped around, Hortop Blair has it, pushes it up the side, but Orr now has it, cross ice pass. Line change for Dunedin. And now Goodman will start out from behind her own net. Leaves it for Sam. Up to Vernal. Orr breaks that up nicely. Bennett's backhands it in, and it's just in neutral ice. Here comes Kelly Nelson. She's going to get an opportunity here. Quick shot gets knocked down by Sam's leg. Sam has it behind the net. It's going to start to skate out with it. And forward up to Milikovic, I believe. Was that Goodman? And now Vernal, nice job there. She falls down, and now as an outlet, here comes Heel. Heel has a 3-on-2 with Wime. Oh, too far for her. And Cross breaks that up. Now Goodman comes in. Knocks it around with just sloppy play at the moment. There's Wime, beautiful centering pass, nobody there. Helmrich comes forward, pushes it back to Wime. Wime looking, again centering pass right up the slot, nobody was there. And outletted to Vernal. Vernal's going to skate it, dumps it in, and now Dunedin will have a line change. Not sure if that's Linton or Ryle down the right side there, but doing a great job fighting for the puck. Kept in nicely there by Powers. Puts it behind the net. Hollier will gather it up. Milikovic fighting it for the puck in the corner. Dunedin player comes in, takes it away. Now they're battling in the opposite corner. It's a good physical game again tonight. Cross-ice pass. Here's Cross going to get a slap shot. Clear vision from Jordan Wishman, and she grabs it out of the air for a stoppage of play with 10 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first period. Still tied at 0. Wakatipu wins the face-off, pushes it up the side. Mills backhands it out to Burstein. Burstein gets around Hurtop Blair. Beautiful play there. I thought that was saved. I got screened by the players, so not sure if it was a save or shot wide, but it's in the corner, wrapped around. Sam will get it in the opposite area. Good outlet pass. This will be icing. And we'll have a face-off deep in the Dunedin zone. So Burstein had a good opportunity there. Tried to come around, and not sure if it was broken up by defense or if she got the shot away and it was saved, but beautiful opportunity there, and Dunedin came up strong. Dunedin wins this face-off. Unable to clear it, though. Bennett has it down in the corner, back to the point to Hollier. Hollier skates forward, quick shot goes wide. Brought out from the outside. That's Kemp. Kemp over to Hollier, top of the other circle. Quick shot, deflected in front by Strain, but unable to get in. Mullender now has it. Helmrich decides to back off. Kemp breaks it up, but they're able to get it in. Quick shot goes wide. And Wakatipu was unable to clear, but now Helmrich pushes it back, and now it's pushed up to Goyley. Pushes it forward into the zone. Helmrich will gather behind her own net, start to skate it out. Circles back. Vernal putting pressure on. Pushed up to Wime. Wime back to Hollier behind the net. And now Hollier will skate it out. Dumps it backwards to Helmrich. So Vernal keeping pressure on. And Wakatipu unable to start their offensive move here. Now Heel goes down, but loses her footing. Goes back. Now good outlet pass there, but just a little bit too far for Heel. Wime does a good job keeping it in the zone. Dumps it to Heel behind. Oh, beautiful, beautiful pass to Wime right in front of the crease. Good save by Thomas. And now Nelson has it. Circles back next to the circle. Back to Orr at the point. Back to Nelson down next to the circle. Back to Orr, who's skating to the top of the slot. Going to get a shot. And clear vision by Thomas. Hits her right in the breadbasket. She's able to hold on to it for a stoppage of play. 7:57 left in the first period. Still tied at 0. Wakatipu won the face-off but couldn't control it. Ryle does a good job. Outlet pass to Milikovic, but too far. And now they battle for it. Wakatipu comes away with it behind the net. I think that hit the ceiling, so we'll get a stoppage of play. And it'll be a face-off in the Wakatipu zone, I believe. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. They'll take it behind their net. Good pressure from Dunedin. It's like a full court press by them. Relentless. Oh, top Blair does a great job keeping that in the zone. And now Wakatipu again will start. Oh, Mullender did a good job trying to get that, but unable to catch it. Now we get an outlet pass. Clark, oh, broken up nicely by top Blair. And now cross-ice pass as Wakatipu will do a line change as Linton gathers in her own zone. Cross-ice pass. Ah, we're going to get an offsides. Yeah, Kemp did a good job, but then went forward into the zone, and unfortunately the puck came out, and Polly Bennett's coming up behind it, took it into the zone, and we get an offsides. So Bennett wins the face-off to Hollier, then taken in by Kemp down in the corner. Hollier's now pushed down from the point, and she has the side of the circle. Quick shot hits the side of the net. Powers goes in to fight for it with Bennett and Strain and Vernal, and Wakatipu come away with it. It's going to go back to Helmrich at the point. Cross ice to Hollier, opposite side, brings it down side of the circle, behind the goal line, dumps it around. Strain will get it in the opposite corner with Power putting pressure on. Too far for Bennett's. And now Cross doing a nice job of tying it up, and Goodman comes away with it. She's going to skate it out. Good outlet pass to Vernal off the boards. Takes it down the left side, but can't get past Helmrich. And it gets pushed to Hollier in the opposite corner. She'll start out up the top. Good outlet pass there, but Wakatipu doing a partial line change. Heel is able to push it down the right side. He's going to get an opportunity here. Not much of an angle, but had a good shot, got away. Good save by Thomas. And now Dunedin will skate it out. Looks like Sam. Sam gets a quick shot that goes wide. Gets her own rebound, but unable to get a good shot away. And now Wimay has it, pushes it up the side, too far for Nelson. And they wave off. Nelson gets there first. She needs some support. And Orr does a good job to keep it in, pushes it down to the corner to Heel. Heel cross-ice pass. Oh, beautiful save there. Wow. Nelson had the 5-hole was wide open. She took the shot, and Thomas did a superb job of blocking it. And then Nelson got the rebound, and she blocked the second shot too. So beautiful opportunity there, but Thomas having a great game so far. Oh, bad pass there. Mills unable to take advantage. Burstein now has it. Takes it down the left side with Ryle all over. Comes away with it. Comes right up front of the goal! Wonderful effort there by Kelly Burstein. The Minnesota connection. Wow, got the great bounce right over the goalie and into the net. So definitely can't hold that against Thomas, though. So at 4:37 of the first period, Wakatipu finally break the seal and get a goal. Now Helmrich back to Hollier. Hollier pushes it up to Kemp. Mullender does a nice job to break it up. Has Goyley on the opposite side. And now Helmrich pushes it up. Linton breaks that up. Bennett's is there. The official's in the way. Strain now pushes it, but Mullender comes away with it. She's going to skate it right down the middle. Going to get a quick shot. Goes wide. Bounces off the boards. And Wishman went to cover it up, but Mullender actually got there first with her stick, and it was a little bit of an early whistle, but I just think the ref anticipated it was going to be covered up, and Mullender just quick reaction with her stick was able to poke it clear. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. They get it into neutral ice, a little bit too far for Heel. And now Hayward take it back into her own zone, cross-ice pass to Goodman. Goodman looking to Vernal. Vernal not able to hold on to it. And it's pushed back into neutral. Power pushed that off, and now Nelson's going to get an opportunity here. Quick shot knocked down by the stick of Power. And it's bouncing to the side of the net. Heel now comes around. Centering pass. Oh, hit Power's skate and went right on net. And Lucy Thomas was able to come up with a quick save there to keep it a 1-0 game. So back to Orr at the point. Pushes it down behind the net. Mills has it. Centering pass right through the skates. Back to Orr. Orr's going to get a shot from outside. Oh, good save again by Thomas. And now Dunedin's going to take it up the side. I believe it's Ryle. Has it behind the net. Brings it out to the top of the circle. Knocked down. Court top Blair gets in one shot, and now it goes to Burstein. Burstein against Sam. Quick shot and a goal! Holy cow. Wow, Kelly Burstein having a burner so far. But just was a low shot just above the ice, and yeah, it only just caught the post and got in. So Thomas was in a pretty good position, and it got past Sam. Thomas might have seen it a bit late because of the angle of the shot and Sam being in the way, but oof, just like that, we're at a 2-0. So Hollier will skate it out, pushes it back to neutral. Now Power has it, pushes up the side. Strain does a good job to get there. Now Bennett comes in. Helmrich to Hollier. Hollier up the side. Too far for Kemp. Kemp does a good job to keep it in, push it forward. Now Wakatipu will do an offensive line change. Powers gathers behind her own net and then drops it back opposite side to Cross. He's taking it up. We may putting pressure on her. Nelson there, gets around both, goes down. We're going to get a tripping penalty here. Bit unfortunate. Don't think it was intentional, but the trip happened, so Kelly Nelson's going to get a 2-minute penalty for tripping. So with 2:05 left in the first period, Wakatipu Wild leading 2-0. So let's see if Dunedin can take advantage of the power play. Mullender has it, drops it off to Sam. Top of the circle, quick shot goes wide. Wishman hits it with her glove, and then Wakatipu is able to send it down the ice. Heel and Sam will have a battle for it. Sam will get there first, but Heel comes away with it. Centering pass right up the slot, and nobody was there to help her out. And now Goodman will start out, taking it into the zone. Over to Hayward. Good stick check away by Hollier. And now Goodman does a good job to keep it there, but partial line change from Dunedin, so nobody was in support. And Wakatipu sends it down the ice with 1:20 left in the power play to Dunedin. So Vernal has it, pushes it up the side to Hayward. Hayward across to Milikovic. Has it side of the circle. Circles back, drops it off to Vernal. Then it's pushed up, nobody's at the point. So Cross will start in her own zone, up to Vernal. Vernal circles back, cross ice pass to Cross. And now Burstein's going to wrap it around the wheel. Won't be able to get it out. Power should keep it in. And now a good outlet pass there. And now Goodman takes it away. Going to get a shot from the side. Shot goes wide. 30 seconds left in the period. Hayward up to Goodman. Goodman needs help there. Centering pass to Vernal. Quick shot down low, and Wishman is able to get her glove on it, tie it up. 17 seconds left in the penalty and 15 seconds left in the period. So Dunedin wins the face-off. Quick shot right on Wishman. And drops at her feet, and she's able to cover it up for a stoppage. So Lytton won the face-off right back to Mulliner. Quick shot. And now Cross is going to get a shot that goes wide with 5 seconds left. Kemp gathers it up. Pushes it into neutral ice, and that should do it for the first period with 1 second left on the power play. So interesting that Dunedin's power play didn't look to be very well organized. They had a lot of times people didn't seem to be in position, and they couldn't take advantage of it. But yeah, it's been a very close game, and other than a couple breaks, 2 goals by Burstein, it's a very close game. Shots on goal, Dunedin has 6. And Wakatipu has 5. So, yeah, Dunedin, it's a lot closer than the score reflects. And as always, you can't count Dunedin out. I know that they're going to have their heart in this thing the whole game. Otherwise, things are looking good for Wakatipu. It's not beautiful play, but they're playing as a team. And we'll see how this pans out over the next 2 periods. So we'll take a short break. 5-minute break for 10 minutes, and we'll see you in 15. All right, welcome back to Queenstown Ice Arena. We're about to start the second period of the NZWIHL game between the Wakatipu Wild and Dunedin Thunder. So just looking at the live stream, I want to give a shout out to Miss Wash from New Orleans in the States. Just celebrating the 4th of July over there, having a bit of a late night, early morning. Her handle is Miss Walsh is Awesome. So it'll be interesting to see how Dunedin answers this period. Just to clear up, they are going to start at 5 aside. The penalty at the end of the second period was awarded at 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. They had a problem with the clock, and they showed 1 second left at the end of the period. So they were actually held off. The timekeeper made a mistake, and they held off the player an extra 5 seconds. But it didn't amount to anything, so that's good. And now we have 11 shots for the Wakatipu and 7 for Dunedin. So I think they're just giving the ice a little bit of time. They've put a fair amount of water on, and it's still a bit soupy out there, so they've been given an extra few minutes to let it dry. And now we're about to start. Linton will be facing off for Dunedin, and Nelson for Wakatipu. Comes away with it, and Heal pushed it all the way back behind, and poor top Blair pushed it behind her own net. And now, not sure if that was Sam across. Sam has it in her own zone. She's going to skate it out. Oh, Heal breaks that up nicely, and now Nelson gets it at center ice, puts it all the way back to Hollier in her own zone, pushes it up to Wimay. Wimay gets it up to Nelson down the left side, drops it off to Wimay. Broken off nicely there by Goyley, but now Hollier. Hollier's going to get a shot from the point, but it gets knocked down by Linton. And now Sam pushes it around the boards up to Mullender and pushes it around. This could be an icing. So a bit of unfortunate play there, but with the fresh ice, it was able to make it all the way down past the goal line. So 19:07 left in the second period. So Dunedin wins the face-off. They outlet to Mullender. Mullender takes it down the left side, circles back, quick shot. Waffle saved by Jordan. Goes into the corner, and now it's pushed up into neutral ice, too far. And Power has it. Cross ice pass. This will be icing again. As it's way too far for Goodman to get to it. And we'll get a face-off back in the Dunedin end. So Dunedin comes away with it. Mullender is going to take it down the left side. Gets around to Orr. It's going to get a quick shot here. Waffle saved by Jordan. Pushed it off to the side. Hayward fights for it. Now it's pushed out. Too far, but it tips off across, so there'll be no icing. Kemp will keep pressure on her. Pushes it up to Vernal. Vernal outlet passes to Hayward. Hayward takes it down the left side and dumps it in. Vernal's going to chase in the opposite corner against Kemp. Vernal does a nice job to get to it. Centering pass, and just bounces off the stick of Goodman. Unable to pull the trigger on it. Cross will now gather in her own end, take it behind the net, as Bennett's keeping pressure on her. And it's pushed all the way up to Ryle. It's a little bit too far. But now Vernal's going to get an opportunity here. Gets in, back pass. Oh, beautiful opportunity there with Ryle just in front, but couldn't get enough of the stick on it. Had the opening in the net, but unable to get the puck lock. So Nelson now outlet to Heel. Heel goes in past Sam, but then Milikovic comes and cleans it up. Sam back up. Milikovic pushes it up to Anderson. Too far now. Hollier has it with pressure on, and it goes all the way back to top Blair. Pushes it up to neutral ice. Now Milikovic's going to get a shot. Waffle saved by Jordan. Backhand by Anderson. Nice job there. Ryle pushed it behind the net to Milikovic, but now Nelson comes away with it. She's going to skate it out. Outlet is knocked down by Anderson. Now it goes back to Powers and over to top Blair. Now Boniface has it in her own end, pushes it up. Mills will take it down the right-hand side. Has Lawrence crashing the net, but it's saved and goes behind the net. So Mills is fighting for it. And it comes right out in front. Beautiful opportunity there, but unable to lift it over the pad of Thomas. And now Mullender will take it into the zone. Oh, beautiful stick check there to break it up by Orr. And now Dunedin will regather. Cross will start in her own zone. Takes it all the way down and in. And Orr pushes it behind her own net, but Mullender will pick it up the opposite side. Now they try to force it out, can't get it out, and it's finally pushed into neutral ice. And Cross will gather in her own zone. Pushes it behind the net to Powers. Powers can get it out, and now Vernal has it. And it's pushed all the way back to Hollier, who's going to skate it behind her own home with Hayward, keeping her honest, keeping the pressure on. It's up to Kemp. Kemp has it, pushes it up, but not far enough. Vernal has cross-ice pass, centering pass is beautiful, but nobody was there for Dunedin. And now Bennett is going to skate it down the right-hand side, has Kemp crashing down the slot. Opportunity there, goes right through the crease, and it's kept in nicely by Strange. She's going to get a shot. Wow, good save, but then hit the post on the rebound. And now outlet pass there to Hayward, and this will be icing. So Dunedin's going to have some tired players out there. It's a bit of a long exchange. And with the icing, they can't do any changes. So see if Wakatipu can take advantage of this. Wakatipu wins the faceoff. Backhand by Heel. Pad saved by Thomas. Now Heel has it again. Centering pass. Nobody there. Nelson picks it up. Top of the circle. Now Dunedin comes away with it. Hayward. Now Goodman. Goodman's going to take it down the right side. She flips it in, and Dunedin will get the line change thereafter. Now it's up to Heel. Sam does a good job to keep it in. And he'll get a weak shot, but it's knocked down. Boniface will start behind her own net. Pushes it up, not out. Sam's going to get a quick shot, but good stick check there. I'm not sure if that was Wime that broke that up. Now Nelson has it. She's circling back. Gets past Ryle. Milikovic breaks it up. And now Top Blair will gather in her own zone. Push it behind the boards. Up to Harris. But it's broken up nicely there. Good hustle by Mills. And now Ryle tries to push it up too far. Now Heel's going to get a beautiful opportunity. 3-on-none. Wow, goes behind the net. Good job there by Milikovic to break that up and keep the pressure on Heel. She couldn't get a pass away. Now Mills battling down there, and Top Blair wraps it around the boards up to Harris, but kept in nicely by Helmrich. To Mills. Mills dumps it forward to Burstein. Burstein takes it around. It's going to cross ice pass through the slot. Nobody there. Helmrich's going to get a slap shot. Gets knocked down in front, pushed around. And now Milokovic gets it back into neutral ice. Helmrich pushes it forward. And Hortop Blair pushed it up the side to nobody. And wow, Helmrich does a good job to keep it in. Pushes it down to Burstein. But now back up to Helmrich at the point. And it gets wrapped backwards, pass cross, pushed in, kept in by Hollier. Dumps it back behind the net. Cross will get there first. Bennett's fighting her for it. Good pressure in there. And now finally gets an outlet to Goyley. Goyley against Hollier. Hollier breaks it up nicely with a stick. Pushes it back. You have Power and Sam against Strain. Dumps it backwards now to, I believe that's Linton. It's going to start out in her own zone. And Ord dumps it. Wow, Linton, good battle there, and it gets pushed into the slot, but nobody is there. Mulliner will pick it up the other side, pushes it behind the net. Helmrich will get there first. Push it back up the boards. Parrow will get it back at the point for Dunedin. And now it's pushed forward but not out. Nelson finally clears it. Sam will gather in her own zone. Good pressure there by Heel. But good outlet to Mullender and takes it down the left-hand side. Tries to split the defenders, can't. And now Heel has Wime. Wime drops it to Nelson. Nelson's going to take it down the right side, coming around. He's going to circle back to the point, to Orr. Oh, good play there by Vernal. Strips the puck. Going to get an opportunity here, possibly. Oh, no. Boniface comes in and breaks it up nicely. But Vernal comes away with his centering pass to Goodman, but good stick check there to break up the shot opportunity. And it's wrapped up the side to Wime. Wime tries to outlet it. Vernal does a great job of keeping it in. And now it's pushed up the side to Heel. Heel can't get it out. Dunedin's going to get another shot. There's Goodman. Wow. Shot got past the goalie, but was just wide. Now they're battling for it in the corner. And we get a stoppage of play as a Dunedin player went into the net. Not sure if that was Vernal. Yeah, it was Vernal. She was going in there pretty aggressively. And wow, once again, Dunedin getting no puck luck around the Wakatipu net. So Dunedin gets quick shot from the face-off. Hollier and Linton or Ryle are fighting for a centering pass right there. Oh, wow. Couple chops at it by Milokovic and finally got it, but Jordan was in a good position, Wishman, and saved it. And now it's pushed, still not out. Ryle, weak shot, gets through. Hollier now is going to start out in her own zone. Good stick check there. Combination of Ryle and Milokovic. Centering pass, bounces. Oh, once again, no puck luck. Bounces over a stick, and now Clark in there battling. Oh, wow, Burstein, a good opportunity there, but we're going to get a penalty, it looks like. Looks like it's going to be hooking against Dunedin, number 3. So Leah Milinkovic is going to get 2 minutes for hooking. So with 9:30 left in the second period, Wakatipu Wild leading 2-0. Let's see if they can take advantage of this power play. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Back to Bennett. Bennett's to Hollier. Hollier's going to get a shot, goes wide. Powers battles for it against Nelson, comes away with it, goes behind the net to Sam. Sam tries to clear it, can't, now pushes it off. It's kept in nice, no, it just bounced out by Hollier, did a good job, but then made a wise decision, pulled back and circled back. Now Nelson will take it in down the right side. Drops it off to Bennett. Bennett back to Nelson, back to Bennett. Cross ice to Hollier. Pushed forward to Heel. Heel back to Hollier. And it's deflected shot. Nelson will pick it up in the opposite corner. Now it's back to Bennett at the point. Point cross ice to Hollier, opposite point. And good job by Mullender to get a stick in there and break it up, push it into neutral ice. And now Nelson will start back in. And we're going to get an offsides by Kemp. Yeah, she just went in just a little bit too soon. And so Wakatipu will get a line change now with, I believe it's 55 or 6 seconds, 9 seconds. I'm not sure. So Wimay now has it to Helmrich. Helmrich up to Wimay. Cross ice pass to Mills, but can't hold on to it. Now Burstein has it in her own, but good. Hayward does a nice job to push it past her. Now Orr's going to have it in her own zone, and full court press here as Dunedin's still on the power play, but now Hortop Blair gets a shot, gets knocked down. Vernal will get it, tries to center it, but can't. Helmrich in there, pushes it up to Wimay, but then gets pushed, wrapped around the boards. Roar will get it in the opposite corner, pushes it out into neutral ice, and Bernstein now is going to get around cross, going to get an opportunity here. Good backhand, not much on it, but had to be saved. And now the penalty's over, so Dunedin's back to full strength. Wimay side of the net to Burstein. Burstein's going to push it back to the point to Orr. Orr will push it back to Burstein. Burstein, and Vernal does a good job to backhand it into neutral ice. And now Hollier will start in her own zone, skating. Good pressure by Milikovic. Breaks it up. Orr now pushes it forward, cross ice, Cross has it, Nelson's there. And now Heel comes in from behind, gets it. Oh, good job stealing it. Centering pass, nobody there. Nelson, glove save, and then went wide. And now Cross will start in her own zone, push it into neutral ice. Lawrence for Wakatipu will push it forward again. Cross pushes it. This will be icing if it has the legs. Not. So Hollier starts out in her own zone, pushes it out, can't get it out. Linton does a good job keeping it in. She's at the side of the net, going behind the net, looking for help. Needs support, going to dump it backwards. Ryle will go in there against Hollier with Mullender. Mullender behind the net, tries a wraparound and can't get a stick on it. Had the opening, did a good job to fake her thing, but now it goes all the way back to Dunedin then. Power will start out behind her own net, pushes it up the side to Linton. Linton's going to push it up to Goyley. Goyley does a nice job to Mullender. Mullender from the side circle. And Wishman makes the save as it hits her right in the chest pad or the breadbasket. So 5:50 left in the second period. Wakatipu Wild still lead 2-0. Wakatipu wins the face-off, but is unable to clear. Hortop Blair gets a shot on goal. Wishman pushes it to the side. Now Hayward has it down in the corner, pushes it up. Oh, and overskated, and now here we're going to get an opportunity. I think that's Bennett. Bennett shoots high. Goes all the way around the boards. Goodman now outlets to Hayward. There's a 3-on-2 there, but went too far. Goodman now has it behind the net, centering. Shot on the side. It gets knocked by Wakatipu player, and now it's behind the net, wrapped backwards. Mills will get it the opposite side, but too far. Cross will, nice job to keep it in, and now Orr will start behind her own net. Skated out. Vernal keeping pressure on her, and now it's wrapped around. They're going to do a stump and chase. Mills gets to it first side of the circle, but can't get anything on it. Good job to break that up. Here's Burstein. She keeps it in, but dumps it down to Mills, but Cross will get there first. And it's finally outletted to Goodman. Goodman to Ryle, but too far. Goodman knocks it down. And now Hollier's going to start out. Splits the defenseman. He's going to get a shot from the side right in the breadbasket. And Thomas comes up with the save. So 4:25 left in the second period. Very close game. Yeah, once again, though, Dunedin cannot get any puck luck around the Wakatipu net. So Wakatipu gets the opportunity there from the face-off, but can't get the shot. Now Harris will take it. Quick shot. Oh, rebound. And Wishman unable to hold on to it. Now Sam, overskates it. Now Wime. Oh, good stick check there by Sam to prevent Wime from getting that one. So Heel's going to have it there. Good dump pass. The opportunity. Oh, Wime just... Wow, flurry of shots there. Beautiful job by Thomas. Having an absolute great game. And Wakatipu had plenty of opportunity there. Couldn't get anything home. Now Heel's going to take it down the left side. Centering pass, nobody there. Sam takes it out. Good outlet to Mullender. And now cross-ice pass. But there's a line change, so Litton comes out. Does a good job of keeping it in. Now Bennett bullies it up the side to Kemp, and now Kemp gets a beautiful opportunity here. Oh, and once again, Lucy Thomas just having a beautiful game. So shots on goals, 13-17. So Dunedin has 13, Wakatipu has 17. So pretty close. 3:09 left in the second period. So Orr has it, pushes it behind the boards. Strain, I believe, is back there with Kemp. Kemp comes away in the opposite corner, pushes it. Oh, too far. Mullender has a good job. Has Goyley crashing the net. He's going to get a shot here. Beautiful goal! Wow, Leah Mullender. Wonderful, wonderful job there. And Jordan Wishman had the I believe it was Goyley was on the other side, and Mullender had the option to either pass it or to shoot, and kind of left Wishman a little bit handcuffed, and she got the top shelf, went over the waffle, and got the goal. So suddenly it's a 2-1 game. Great to see that they finally break the ice or break the seal. So now Goodman's going to battle for it in her own end against Burstein. She comes away with it, pushes it up the side, but Hayward can't hold on to it. Now Hollier's going to have an attempt here. Quick shot, save again by Lucy. And now Goodman will start out behind her own net. Skating. Mills does a good job to take it off of her. Now Burstein down in the corner against Goodman, battling. Now Sam is battling. It's out in front of goal! Wow, the rebound came out. And wow, Judy Heel had a beautiful backhand that went top shelf, glove side against Thomas. Wow, that was quick. But yeah, beautiful shot, absolutely beautiful shot. To get that much lift and speed on a backhander is wonderful. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Goes all the way back. Boniface will get it in her own zone. Pushes it up the side, but pretty weak. And Ryle's able to get there first and control it. So Nelson comes in. And now Wime's able to get it in the neutral ice, but good stick checking there, breaks it up. And Nelson comes away with it, but now it's pushed back. Boniface collected neutral ice. Cross ice to Nelson. And now WIHL will take it down the left side, circles back. And Milikovic has an outlet to Anderson. Tries to get past Orr, but can't. Orr does a nice job to take her out of the play. Centering pass, beautiful, needed to one-time it, delayed too much, and somebody got a stick on it. Now WIHL has it. Outlets to Nelson. Cross and her have a collision, and WIHL comes away with it, has a 2-on-1 here. She's going to get a quick shot, gets a pad saved by Thomas, goes behind the net. We're in the final minute of play in the second period, and WIHL has it down in the corner. Too far, Ryle will come away with it. She'll skate it into neutral ice, has Mullender, and a good stick check there by, I believe it was Hollier or Helmrich that broke that up. Big collision here, but we get a delayed offside. Mullender had a big collision, didn't see who it was with, but looks like she's hurt her hip. So we have 38 seconds left in the second period. So Kemp has it. Goodman does a nice job to keep it in, and we're going to get a penalty here, I believe, against Kemp from Wakatipu. 2 minutes for probably a shoulder charge or a illegal hit. So with 30 seconds left in the second period, Dunedin's going to get a power play, and they'll get if they don't get a goal here, they'll get a minute and a half into the third period. Wakatipu wins the face-off and is able to push it all the way down. Sam will get there first as Heel keeps her honest, keeping the pressure on, and now Sam will skate up, bounces off, and Hollier will push it forward. And Dunedin, haven't done well on the power play so far. Bad pass there, and Nelson pushes it into the zone with 5 seconds left. Should just about do it. So that'll bring an end to the second period, where each team gets one goal, and Wakatipu leads 3-1. It's good to see Dunedin finally get the goal. They have had, in these 2 games, they have had 0 puck luck in front of the net. They've had so many opportunities, and it's either a stick gets in the way or the puck's bouncing, or they don't get their angle right on the stick and they don't get much wood on it, or it just has bounced away from them. And it's been unbelievable, and they finally got the one, but Judy Heel answered right away with a backhand and took it back up to a 2-goal lead. So we'll see. There's definitely no quitting Dunedin. And there'll be, we'll look forward to the third period, see how they answer. They will have a power play for a minute 30 coming back. So we'll see. We'll see in a few minutes after the break. All right, welcome back to Queenstown Ice Arena. As we're about to start the third period for the NZWIHL competition between Wakatipu Wild and Dunedin Thunder. So I just want to give a shout out now to Dunedin sponsors again. Calder Stewart, Southern Gynecology, Kia Photos, Anu Physiotherapy, Got You, Otago Dental Service, and Swamp Frog Environmental and Tree Consultants. And the sponsors for the Wakatipu Wild: Golden Homes, Queenstown Health, Lil Flick Fireworks, The Locker Room Bar and Grill, Otautahi Tattoos Queenstown, Sky City Casino, Enigma Hockey, Craig's Investments, James Allen Photography, Bunker Street Film Company, Industrial Fitness, Mountain Scene, Upholstery Workshop, Sign It Signs, and Partners in Grime. So Dunedin wins the face-off. Mullender gathers it in her own zone, pushes it up to Goyley. Goyley takes it across the red ice and it's broken up by Hollier. Nelson's able to push it back. This should be icing. Now they've waved it off as it tips, and Mullender will get it from behind her own net and start to skate it out. Nelson putting pressure, outlet to Goyley. Ryle. Ryle has it side of the circle. Pushes it behind the net, but gets past Milikovic. Mullender now pushes it back to Milikovic, back to Mullender's side. Gets a shot, deflected. And Heel's able to clear it down the zone as Wakatipu get a line change with 43 seconds left in the power play to Dunedin. Let's see if they can take advantage of this power play as they need the goal. And you can't afford to leave undrunk beers on the bar. So you've got to take advantage of the power plays when you get them. So Wakatipu clears it back down. Sam will gather from behind her own net. Will start skating out. Outlet pass too far. And Wakatipu pushes it all the way back. Now Goodman will gather in her own zone with 8 seconds left in the power play. And broken up by Mills and pushed back. Now Sam has it. She'll cross ice pass to Hayward. Too far. Kemp comes out of the box. Tries a centering pass, but not able to get it through, and then goes across to Boniface. Boniface up to Burstein. Burstein takes it down the left side. Tries to come in from the side, but between Goodman and Sam, they broke it up. Now it's back to Orr at the point. Shot goes well wide. And now Boniface at the other side. Tries it. Centering pass. Wime has a chop at it. And it hits the pad of Thomas and drops right in front of her, so she's able to cover it up for a stoppage of play. Dunedin comes away. Goyley has it. Gets it into neutral ice. And now Linton overskates to Kemp. Now Bennett dumps it in. And Cross pushes it up the side to Linton, too far. And they've waved off the icing. So Nelson will get there, but kept in by Mullender. Oh, no, that's Hollier. And then Goyley has it behind the net, gets past Lawrence, pushes it back to Mullender, takes it back behind the net, looking for centering right through the crease, nobody there. Cross comes forward, tries a shot, but gets deflected wide, gets wrapped around the boards. Heel has it, she centers it. This could be icing if it goes the distance. So Wakatipu was on a line change, so all the players are going to have to go back on the ice. So we give a shout out also to the Canterbury Inferno and the Auckland Steel if they're watching this one. Trying to get some coaches' notes for the National Championship coming up the end of this month. Auckland probably the far favorite, looking to three-peat this year. It's their tournament to lose. So Harris has it side of the circle. Gets through and broken up nicely by Kemp. Now Lawrence pushes it around the board. Kemp will get it the opposite side. Oh, she gets taken down with a high stick. I'm not sure if that's going to be a hooking or a... Yep. So a bit of an unfortunate play there. Don't believe there was any intent in it. So once again, Leah Milinkovic will have 2 minutes for hooking. 16:47. Now Dunedin, for the most part, has done a pretty good job with the penalty kill. They just haven't been able to capitalize when they've been in power play. So once again, good job there. Powers clears it down the full length of the ice. Bursty will gather behind her own net. Outlets to Nelson at center ice. Has healed it going in the slot. She goes down behind the net, looking. Pushes it out to Heel, down in the corner. Mullender comes in, takes the puck off of her. Pushes it up the side, but not far enough. Orr gets a quick shot, but knocked down by Linton. Heel, cross ice pass to Hollier, back to Heel, over skates. Pushes it down to Hollier, down the side of the circle. She comes in from the side, goes behind the net. All the way back to Orr at the point. Cross ice to Heel at the other point. Now pushes it down. Burstein will get into the corner. She'll skate it. Her and Heel collide. Heel comes away with the puck. Centering pass, hits a skate, and dumps right at the feet of Thomas, who's able to get a glove over it and get a stoppage of play. So 15:35 left in the third period. There's 48 seconds left on the power play to the Wakatipu Wild. So Helmrich has it, and Vernal does a good job to get in there. And now Hayward's going to get an opportunity, a one-on-one here. Backhand goes in on Wishman, and didn't have much on it, but Wishman's able to cover it up and get a stoppage. Once again, Dunedin doing a good job on the penalty kill. Wakatipu wins the face-off. Helmrich will take it behind her own net and start out. Upward pass to Nelson. To Kemp. We're going to get it delayed offsides, but it gets poked out all the way down the ice. Dunedin will take advantage to a line change. And now Anderson does a nice job of keeping it in. And now penalties just about over. 3 seconds, 2. And they're back to full strength. And Milikovic's going to get an opportunity here. Top of the circle, quick shot right in the glove. And Wishman holds on for the faceoff. So once again, thanks to all the sponsors and volunteers that makes these games possible across the nation. If you have a company, you want some advertising, or if you have free time in any of the areas where there's teams, feel free to volunteer. It's a great community, very supportive. Can always use your help. So Nelson gets an opportunity here. She takes it into the zone down the right side. Back to Heel. But it goes back to Hollier, who gets a quick shot, knocked down. Heel battling away with Cross in there. Good physical game here. And now centering pass, but Mullender is able to get it. She's going to skate it out. Takes it down the left side. Quick shot goes well wide. That's going to wrap around. And now Strain's going to get an opportunity. Nice stick check by Sam to break that up. Centering pass to Wime, but she can't get there. Comes out. Goyley's able to push it into neutral ice, and now Nelson's going to have an opportunity. Here, pushes it down into the corner, and she'll go off for a line chain. Powers wraps it around the boards to Sam on the opposite side. outlet. Good intercept there by Polly Bennett. Good anticipation, drops it for Orr, dumps it back behind the net. Sam will go in there against Weemay. Too far. Powers will get it in the other corner. Weemay does a good job to block that along the boards. And out goes to Orr, opposite side, wraps it back to Kemp behind the net. She comes out, centering pass to Bennett, but a stick got in the way. She wasn't able to get a full chop at it. And I'm not sure if that was Thomas's stick, the goalie, or if it was one of the defenders. But it goes all the way down the other end of the net, end of the rink, and now this is going to be icing against the Wild. So could be some tired players on Wakatipu now. It's a long change without a shift. They weren't able to get off, so let's see if Dunedin can take advantage. Milikovic will take the face-off for Dunedin. And it gets back to Hortop Blair. Pushes it behind. Now Milikovic behind the net. Centering pass, bouncing around the side of the net. Once again, Dunedin, no puck luck. And Mills takes it down the right side. And this is going to be icing again. Wow, there's going to be some real tired Wakatipu players. And you'd almost be tempted to put out your penalty line if you were Dunedin, see if you could take advantage of the two shifts now. They haven't been able to get out. So Wakatipu wins the face-off, take it behind their own net. Good pressure there by Goyley. And now it's pushed up, outletted to Nelson. Nice job here. Has Mills crashing the net. Going to get a quick shot. Wow, handcuffed the goalie up high. It looked like it hit her head or the glove. And now Hollier's going to take it down the right side. Sam doing a good job of tying her up. Comes away with the puck. And it's outletted. Boniface has it now. She's going to dump it forward into the zone. Chase it. She's in there with Sam. And it's pushed around the side to Mullender. Mullender, nice outlet there. Good job to Linton to push it forward for herself. She's going to get a quick shot from the side here. Hits Wishman. Oh, I'm not sure if it was at the mask or on the shoulder, but hit her and dropped at her feet, and she's able to cover it up. She's done a great job keeping all the rebounds in front of her today. Everything's been hitting her. If she can't hold on to it, it's dropping right at her feet, and she's able to cover it up. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Orr now wrapping around the boards. It's a cross. Cross pushes it back to Hayward behind the net. Comes out. Took her time there, looking like she was thinking of a wraparound, and just took her time. She actually had the opening, but didn't move quick enough to get it there, and it was just a weak shot against the pads. So again, Wakatipu wins the face-off. Lawrence pushes it behind the net to Hollier. Hollier's going to skate it out. Has a bit of speed on. That's good to see. Right across. Going to get a quick shot. Looked like it hit the crossbar. Wow, beautiful shot there. With 11:01 left in the third period. Wakatipu leading 3-1. Wakatipu wins it. Lawrence, cross-ice pass, intercepted beautifully by Riles. Going to get a quick shot, nothing on it. Oh, it looked like Hollier lifted her stick or stick checked her stick and just prevented her from getting anything on it. Yeah, once again, yeah, Dunedin can't buy a goal at this point. It's a shame. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Orr pushes it up the side. Weemay's able to get it in the neutral ice. Sam will gather with Bennett's in pursuit. Bennett does a good job of trapping her in the zone. Kemp comes the other way, and she has to start out. Now Weemay's going to put pressure on. She only just gets it out. Good job keeping it in by Helmrich. And Bennett's again, she's going to get a shot from the side here. Beautiful save there by Thomas, but nobody was there for the rebound. And now Ryle doing good hustle, gets another backhand, woo. And Jordan had come off the post a little bit with a right pad, and it bounced that way, but was able to get the glove over it. Yeah, Ryle's had a couple good opportunities there due to her hustling, so great to see. So Hollier will take it behind her own goal. Looks, wraps it up around the boards, but goes back to Cross at the point. Cross going to dump it forward to Mullender, too far, wraps behind the net. Hollier will get it again. She keeps it continuing, but Hortop Blair pushes it forward to Goyley, then loses it. I think that was Burstein pushed it forward. Now Goyley over to Mullender. Mullender's going to get a shot here, but Burstein does a good job of pushing it out. And now Goyley will gather, take it all the way back with Mills harassing her as she goes into her own zone. Kept in nicely by Hollier, but now Goyley comes away and broken up. And now Cross is going to try going forward. He gets through. Mullender's going to get a possible shot. No, Hollier pushes her to the outside. Can't get a shot over skated. Burstein comes away with it, pushes it up to Mills, but too far. Sam gets it, cross ice pass to Hayward. Hayward has Linton crashing, and she falls down after contact with Nelson, and Nelson comes away with the puck, pushes it up the side, but Powers does a nice job to keep it in. And now Orr has it with Vernal putting pressure on her. Powers there keeping it in. Nelson comes away, is able to get it into neutral ice. It gets dumped back in. I think that's Boniface has it behind her own net. She's going to push it up the side into neutral ice. Nelson comes away with it, dumps it forward as Heel's going to pursue it with Sam. Heel gets to it first. Needs some support as Wakatipu was on a line change. Skates all the way around, centering pass, nothing there. Kemp comes away, tries to dump it in, can't get it. Good to see Lawrence push forward and get that. Heel gets it down in the corner, centering pass. Couldn't get it to Nelson though. Sam will start out behind her own net. Cuts back the other way, pushes it up to Goodman. Collides with Nelson. And it's pushed in. So Powers will start out behind her net now, with Heel keeping pressure on her. Pushed up to Vernal. Vernal gets it to Ryle in neutral ice, and now Goodman. Goodman dumps it forward and is going to chase it. Gets around Lawrence. Lawrence pushed her into the boards, and Goodman comes away with it. Pushes it over to Ryle. But Bennett comes away with it. She's got a head of speed going down the side. Fans on her shot. And now Ryle's able to gather it up. Cross ice pass to Goodman. Goodman pushes it up the side. Fanned on her shots. Couldn't get it. Now Hollier comes forward. Now Helmrich will gather in her own zone. Pushes it up to Wee-May, but Mullender comes away. But now Burstein, messy play in center ice. There's Clark. Clark pushes it forward. Cross has it now behind her own net. Stops with Burstein putting pressure on. Now Clark is down there battling for it. Mullender pushed it backwards. Cross and Burstein will go at it again. As Hortop Blair comes in. And it's pushed into Helmrich at neutral ice. Dumps it forward. This could be icing. Now that they waved it off. Cross now has it the opposite side. Goyley does a good job to get a piece of it. Now Boniface gets it to Burstein. Burstein tries to pass to Mills, but too far. Mills does a great job of stick checking it away. And now Mullender has it, pushes it up, and now Goyley will take it into neutral ice. and Mullender gets it back. Has to delay and lost sight of it, so Linton will gather in her own zone with 5:40 left in the third period. Mullender, backhand pass to nobody. Heel's able to push it into the zone. Sam will chase it behind her own net. Nelson putting pressure on, so she goes the other way. Now Power is going to start with Strain putting pressure on. It's up the side to Linton. Linton gets it in a neutral ice, but to nobody. That could be icing. Yep, that'll be icing against Wakatipu as the puck had gone past center ice, and then it was pushed all the way down behind the goal line. Dunedin got to it first. So we're going to have a face-off with 5:15 left in the third period in the Wakatipu zone. It's 24 shots to 14. So Wakatipu wins the face-off. Hollier is able to get it into neutral. Now Sam and Heel battle, and Vernal comes, cleans it up, pushes it up the side to Hayward. Hayward outlets beautiful to Powers, and now to Goodman. Goodman takes it down the left side against Helmrich. And now Hollier will get it behind her own net, pushes it up the side to Nelson, too far. Kept in nicely by Huatop Blair, and it's pushed in front. Kemp now has it, with Vernal putting pressure on. Now Hollier will get it behind her own net. Hayward puts pressure on there to force the play. Kemp is able to get it out. Now Bennett has a foot race. She gets in, she needs help. May is crashing toward the net. Tries to pass to her, but gets knocked down nicely. Now Kemp has it. Vernal's able to push it into neutral ice, and Hollier will gather it and take it in with a head of steam. Again, quick shot goes wide, and Cross will come up with it. But broken up nicely by May. She's going to go down. She has Bennett in front of the net. Decides to go back to the point, but it hits the official. And now Bennett's going to have a shot at the side. No, backhander was May. And Anderson comes away with the opposite side, pushes it up to Ryle, but too far. Orr is able to push it backwards. And Huatop Blair cross-ice pass to Linton. And now it's pushed up. Burstein has an opportunity here. Gives it to Mills a little bit too far. Pushes back side of the circle. You Burstein back to the point. Quick shot. Goal! Beautiful shot from Burstein. And Mills was just sitting in the front there and was able to deflect it back into the goal. Thomas didn't have a chance. Shame, would have been nice for Burstein to get the hat trick. But it looked like Mills got the goal there. 3:20 left in the third period. So Mullender has it for Dunedin, takes it down the left side, circles back, but broken up by Mills. It's pushed all the way down. Sam will gather. So Burstein pushes it into the zone. Linton will gather it up, pushes it around to Powers, who pushes it up to Mullender and pushes that up to nobody. So now Wakatipu will have it, and Hollier will skate it in. Coming down the right side. Centering pass, beautiful. Burstein just there, but unable to pull the trigger. Good stick check got in the way. Mills will go all the way back. Gather it up with 2 minutes 25 left in the third period. And now Cross has it. She's going to take it in, pushes it forward. Back now comes out. Nelson's going to get an opportunity here. Has Heel. Nobody there. Beautiful. Another backhand by Heel. Wow. It's a good breakaway. Great feed from Nelson. And Heel's able to cut across and then backhand it to top shelf again. As Dunedin calls a timeout, and you know, once again, I don't think the score accurately reflects the game. You know, Wakatipu's had some wonderful plays and good breaks, but 24 shots to 14. And again, other than the one goal, Dunedin's had no puck luck around the net. So it definitely has to be frustrating for Dunedin, given the circumstances. But, you know, once again, they have no quit in them. They'll play like it's a tie game right to the last seconds. They always do, and it is wonderful to see. So Dunedin calls a 30-second timeout. They're trying to regroup, gather up. They don't want it getting away in the last 2 minutes more than it has been. So pep talk by the coaches there to definitely have to keep their spirits up. So Dunedin wins the face-off. Cross has it, pushes it up to Goyley. Goyley takes it down the right side, gets in past the Orr, down in the corner, wraps it around the wheel. Heel gets there first, and then Lawrence backhands it to the opposite side to Orr. Orr tries to push it up, but broken up nicely by Goyley. And now cross-ice pass, unable to be kept in the zone, so there'll be a delayed offsides here if they, yep. I don't think Goyley realized that it was under a delayed offsides. So 1:39 left in the third period. So Hollier has it in her own zone. Goes into the corner, but broken up there. Milikovic doing a great job. Centering pass, and nobody was there. Now Linton pushed it down too far. Molinder will try and get it, but it's too far there. It goes all the way around. Powers will have to skate back as Dunedin has pulled the goalie. And Wee-May doing a good job here, keeping the pressure on. Linton has it. And it goes back behind the net for Powers. Outlet to Sam. Bennett's there. Bennett, oh, fans on a shot. Had a great opportunity there with the open net. Goes up to Molinder. Almost a trip. There we go. Now it's in clean. And Helmrich has it with 42 seconds left in the third period. Quick shot from the side. Wishman unable to hold on to it. Harris now has it. No, Molinder has it. Backhand centering pass. Beautiful. Nobody there. Was able to pull the trigger. Hayward now tries to center it. Now Milikovic to the side. Quick shot goes well high. And Powers battling for it. And now Bennett tries a shot. This will be icing. He's tried to shoot at the open net. So with 7 seconds left in the third period, Wakatipu leading 5-1. Dunedin has pulled their goalie. It's a good opportunity for them to put the pressure on. Now going to have Goodman, Vernal, Hayward, Ryle. Poor top player. Centering pass. Wishman able to get a glove over it. There's words in front there between Ryle and I believe Hollier. So strain comes on with 2.2 seconds left. And that should do it. So a good outing for both teams. I know with a 5-1 score you wouldn't say it, but I would have to say that Lucy Thomas, number one, the goalie for Dunedin, would have to be in the contention for player of the game for Dunedin. I think she had a great game, and just too much pressure too many opportunities, too many tough shots. I think for the Wild, I would have to say 28 Kelly Burstein with 2 goals, but also Judy Heal with 2 goals too. So could go either way there. And again, Jordan Wishman got the MVP last night with a 6-1. And you know, could get it again tonight, but I think you'd give it to one of the goal scorers tonight. So Adam Nagy is now going to make the announcements.
And to you, the fans, thank you very much for coming out to the ball last night in the game. There was a lot to take out of the game, and a lot of positives as well. The second game was a lot better. The Hawks had a lot more fun, I think, on both sides. But that didn't score fully reflected in game either. I think there was a lot of positive things that we come with really good for the game. So guys, tonight I've fixed up my starting 12. So I'm going to award the Iranian player of the game first. Jessica Ryle.
Okay, yep, Jessica Ryle. Yep, definitely can see that. She was hustling, had a couple self-made opportunities on breakaways just to do good hustling. Who got it? Kelly Burstein. Kelly Nelson thought it was her. She came out, so. Nah, Kelly Burstein got it with the 2 goals. Nah, that's good to see. So both teams had a good game. Dunedin definitely can't be discouraged. They'll be going into the championships, I believe, in 4th place. With they'll be playing Auckland Steel in the first round, and Wakatipu Wild, I believe, will be playing the Canterbury Inferno. And then the winner of each will play for gold, silver, or for the, and then the losers will play for the bronze. So we look forward to seeing you down at Dunedin on the 26th and 27th of the month for the national championships for the NZWIHL. And we hope that the Dunedin players enjoy their night out in Queenstown. I'm sure they're going to have a tipple or two. So we'll leave you with that, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to you at the national tournament. So signing off from Queenstown Ice Arena.